This news program is proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Now Biscuits.
ILG concept reform to protect landowner rights. ENB government endorses budget for infrastructure. And Money Plus supports Teachers' Oath Declaration. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Jonathan Sibona. Thank you for joining us. During the recent Traditional Land and Human Rights Seminar, Deputy Prime Minister John Rosso highlighted that incorporated land group concept must be reviewed and reformed to prevent corruption and ensure that landowner rights are protected.
Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Lands, Physical Planning and Urbanization, John Rosso noted that every single Papua New Guinean has land rights in Papua New Guinea, and stressed the importance of safeguarding those rights.
In my view, the ILG should be abolished and thrown out or completely revitalized. But we need advice on that. And that is where the Parliamentary Committee and this joint partnership sits to work with it.
He explained that the introduction of incorporated land group was a good platform for landowners to manage and protect their customary land. However, this system has been abused through corrupt practices.
Like every good concept that we bring, you always have that one or two human beings in there who like to manipulate systems, either being government, either in the land department, or educated elites.
According to Rosso, ILG has created problems for customary landowners, and therefore it needs to be revitalized.
And the educated elites were the problematic issues with the ILGs, because they went back home, they knew the system, they manipulated the system, they got our Trangu landowners in the village who couldn't read and write, told them to sign off on it, made them elected chairmen and board members and everything, got the land registered, took away their rights, then brought it to lands department and got them registered. So now it gave them controlling interest to determine a simple farmer, a simple villager's future.
He further explained that ILG was introduced as a noble concept, but is undermined by corruption.
And then went back and made money out of it and abused the rights of ordinary Papua New Guineans. So this process now, Keith, that we sit on with the United Nations, is a good process so that we can look at how we can prevent this from happening again. We've got to prevent it against ourselves, our own people. So it is in my honest view that the ILG system really needs to be looked at, either thrown out the window in its entirety or re-looked at and sorted out properly so that we can have a system that is workable for every single Papua New Guinean and provides and protects the human rights of that Papua New Guinean.
Rosso said the ILG concept must be reviewed and reformed to prevent corruption and to ensure that landowner rights are genuinely protected and empowered. Mimi Pio, National EMTV News.
The Madang district of the Evangelical Lutheran Church of Papua New Guinea has been confirmed as the host of the church's 36th National Synod in 2028. Madang Governor Ramsey Pariwa said the provincial government was fully committed to delivering the synod in Madang. He made the remarks during the closing of the 35th National Synod in Bunsil, CRC, where he emphasized that the church played a critical role in building good governance. Governor Pariwa said a strong church foundation was essential for stable government, warning that without such a foundation, social and environmental problems would continue to rise as seen in many parts of the world. He recalled that during the ELC-PNG Madang District Conference held in Ranara last year, he had publicly told church members that it was time for Madang provincial government to work closely with churches. During the closing ceremony, Governor Pariwa said his presence was meant to reassure the people of Madang and the ELC-PNG districts that his government was ready to stand with them and host the 36th National Synod in 2028. He said hosting the synod also reflected his broader goal of partnering with churches to support the development of agenda of Madang province. The 2028 synod will be a voting synod during which new leaders of the church will be elected.
The East New Britain provincial government has endorsed a 612 million kina budget for the 2026 financial year, placing strong emphasis on infrastructure development as a driver of economic growth. The budget represents a 5% increase from the previous year and sets out the province's financial direction, with deteriorating infrastructure identified as the top priority. More than 72 million kina has been allocated to roads and bridges, as well as expansion of water supply and energy system. More than 72 million kina has been allocated to road bridges, as well as expansion of water supply and energy systems. Economic development received the second largest allocation to support investments and major projects across the province. Ward-level programs have also been boosted with more than 17 million kina set aside to strengthen service delivery of the community level. However, the infrastructure-focused approach has resulted in reduced funding for key social sectors. Education, health and law and order have all experienced budget cuts as resources are redirected towards capital works. Governor Michael Marum said that despite ongoing challenges, the province had made notable progress in several areas. He highlighted projects such as the Tokwa-Kokopo 4-lane road, the rollout of the police reservist program, Koko rehabilitation initiatives, and the successful completion of local-level government elections. In outlining the budget, the governor listed more than a dozen projects from the previous year that he regarded as the major achievements, indicating the provincial government's intention to continue its build and develop agenda. The 2026 budget now serves as the final engine for this strategy, betting that increased investment in roads, bridges and utilities will lay the foundation for long-term economic growth. The president of the Tanir local level government, Roland Funmat, has shared his concern over an unidentified fishing vessel that has run aground at Tanga Island in Namatanai, New Island province, saying the incident has caused environmental damage.
Locals of Tanga Islands in Namatanai have raised concerns on marine pollution and environmental damage after an unidentified capsized fishing vessel that drifted ashore during the recent bad weather. President of Tanir local level government, Roland Funmat, of the Namatanai district is calling on relevant authorities in National Fisheries Authority, the National Maritime Safety Authority, and the National Disaster Office to deploy a team to Tanga Islands to inspect this fishing vessel. Mr. Funmat said authorities must inspect the fishing vessel and damages it has caused to the local fishing grounds. The president had confirmed that there were signs of oil spillage from the vessel, which has caused damage to coral reefs and marine life to the fishing grounds. Mr. Funmat said the longer the vessel remained on the reef, the danger it poses to the community, as rough seas can cause the oil tank to burst, causing more damage. The boat was first sighted on Saturday, the 10th of January 2026, in the morning, drifting ashore, partly submerged towards the Tong Point, Ampisu village on the Boang Island. By the afternoon on the same day, it was stuck against the reef and remained until now. Pakatambua National EMTV News.
A total of 293 participants from Ilimo in Kokoda district of Northern Province have successfully completed a two-week small and medium enterprise training program recently.
The week-long SME training was conducted by Bank South Pacific branch in Popondetta in partnership with Oil Palm Industry Corporation and Sohe District Development Authority. The program aimed to educate locals on financial literacy and empower them with skills to generate income through agriculture. The program coordinator, Alex Carey, said the training included oil palm growers, youths, students and other interested community members all eager to improve their financial knowledge.
Now we have the graduates where only son of the backside. Me plan no call him all farmers, me plan to call him all one him name title, me give but they're the directors now. So they will go back to the land, all in land now. By look at some changes may take place. So there are youths involved long end, all mothers involved long end, all Pavana man involved long end. Some of the students are legally beginning too all involved. So this is a holistic approach.
Participants were trained on managing finances, cultivating cash crops, and developing sustainable income sources. BSP Popondeta Branch Training Officer Letitia Gaya thanked the participants for their commitment and acknowledged the support of partners in making the training a success.
Thank you, Loipla. We hope that it will make an impact on you people. I don't have much to say, but whatever I taught you in the training, I hope that you will take it and make use of it.
Brandy Karohari, representing Sohe District Development Authority, encouraged the youth to cultivate land and generate income. He said Sohe DDA is now partnering with OPIC to run SME training in local communities.
Now this is a program I'm come here. Now member looks at and Salam come. We are announcing now OPIC by continuing working this program. So we DDA by giving 500,000. Account open, by giving 500,000. By OPIC by continue running this program, all that in plan of program level sub activity poster by funding now by running this program. So once you kiss in this paper, you work in something, you come up with something, you go and work in and grow and look out in you.
The training concluded on a high note with all 293 participants graduating with certificates, marking an important step towards economic empowerment in local communities. Mimi Pio, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Chicken kebab dinner. Yum.
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections. Communities will get faster speeds and wider coverage. And business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. Plus, everyone will benefit from onshore storage that brings browsing home. It's all part of our ongoing billion kina nationwide investment. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You may only man to walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
The IPI Group is PNG's most innovative, dynamic and diverse logistics company, totally focused on delivering outstanding service. Our diversified divisions span from major warehousing, bulk fuel and road transport to large-scale commercial catering. The IPI Group of companies will be your partner, supplying tailor-made logistics solutions.
Even if we are non-aligned, we must show commitment and trust to whoever we engage with.
Returning in February 2026 is In Focus,
your weekly news and current affairs talk show, which presents in-depth commentaries, discussions, and analysis of the major current affairs issues in Papua New Guinea and in the region.
The Tolai people as well that were left behind.
Super funds have grown from just under 2 billion kina industry to now 20 billion kina.
We engage in discussions with decision makers and experts across politics, government, history, industry, economics and business, as well as health, social, cultural and environmental issues, keeping you well informed right here on your number one to watch, EMTV.
You are watching National EMTV News. Teachers' Oath Declaration for the year 2026 was held in Lae Morobe Province. During the week, the Moniplus was the sponsor of the event.
Moniplus has recognized the education sector by participating in the recent Teachers' Oath Declaration held in Lae Morobe Province. As part of its commitment to giving back, Moniplus hosted 500 teachers, providing lunch and refreshments in appreciation of their dedication and service. Moniplus National Sales Manager Welly Lausi attended the event, and she was accompanied by the retail team. Teachers being the major customer for Moniplus, Ms. Lausi said the gesture was a way of appreciation towards teachers for their service in nation building. This year marked its second year of supporting the event, following its first involvement in 2025.
We have come to the end of the session.
Pakatambua National EMTV News.
Tertiary students from Southfly District are leading a new research project to fight climate change and grow cocoa farming with support from the Southfly Development Authority this year.
The initiative is financed by the Southfly District Development Authority and focuses on climate change, disaster risk reduction, and expanding cocoa as a commercial crop in the district. The research team is led by Associate Professor Dr. Francis Esaku, a sustainable development specialist with over 25 years of experience, together with laboratory management expert Jenny Isaku. Dr. Isaku says the project is a way of giving back to the Western Province by building local skills. He is mentoring young people from the Southfly to take ownership to research and development work. 2 graduates from the district have already started their master's research program under his guidance. The long-term aim is to produce 2 PhD graduates from Southfly in the future. Dr. Esaku says no one understands Southfly better than its own students. Training local researchers builds responsibility and lasting commitment to development. A second team led by agriculture specialist Stephen Mantari carried out feasibility surveys in Oriomo-Bituri area. The work included soil sampling and site inspections for proposed regional cocoa training center. Findings will guide future DDA decisions on resilient climate and community development. Joel Mipari, National EMTV News.
Imbongu District Development Authority has paid 200,000 kina in compensation to the family of a 75-year-old man who was killed during construction work in Southern Highlands in 2024.
A 75-year-old man from Tokupangi village was killed during road construction works in the Southern Highlands province back in 2024. The accident occurred during roadworks between Koutol and Tokupangi, which form part of the district's development program. The victim was run over by a truck owned by the Imbongu District Development Authority when the driver reversed without noticing him. Justice and Attorney General and member for Imbongu, Pila Niningi, presented the compensation payment during a visit to Tokupangi village recently. Mr. Niningi thanked the villagers for remaining calm and not taking the law into their own hands following the tragic incident. Mr. Niningi said relatives of the deceased could have attacked the driver or destroyed the Imbongu DDA vehicles and machinery, but they acted with restraint and accepted that it was an accident. He said the people in the electorate must maintain peace at all times. He also assured the people that the road projects suspended after the incident would continue. Village leaders thanked Mr. Niningi and pledged their continued support for Imbongu DDA's future development initiatives. Pakatambua National EMTV News.
Mendo people of the Upper Mendi in the Mendi Munihu district of Southern Highlands province recently launched the Community Development Association Incorporated, which marks a new chapter for locals.
The association recently launched at the Apua 2 Community Center, uniting more than 16,000 people from 6 tribal groups under the theme 6 in 1. The event marked a significant milestone after more than 30 years of tribal conflict that claimed lives and disrupted the delivery of basic government services. The launch symbolized a move away from violence and instability towards peace, unity, and development. Community leaders said the unity was driven by the need to restore peace and create a stable environment for development and government services to reach the area. Association Chairman Tracy Noah Terrence said the initiative was inspired by his late brother, Charles Noah, who had a vision to unite the 6 tribes.
Good time government service bakam. You missed a good time or good or something bakam. So there is the reflection me like him come up na misbehaved in this blood. Lo me like him good community must come up lo medo. Mendo em talk pinisia in good black community, but I think today Mr. Misla talk, you must talk mendo em good black.
He urged leaders to set aside political differences and work together, saying unity among leaders would bring positive changes to communities. Former Mendi Muniu district member De Kewano, businessmen Barry Mini and Lucas Martin also pledged their support. The Southern Islands Provincial Administration committed 500,000 kina to support this association, while the Mendi Muniu District Development Authority committed 50,000 kina. Pakatambua National EMTV News.
Madang Town Cleanup Program Coordinator appeals to public in Madang to take ownership and promote town cleanliness.
Town Cleanup Program Coordinator and Senior Constable Eugene Vanai is appealing to public in Madang to take ownership in keeping Madang town clean. He stated that the current level of cleanliness seen in town is the result of 7 successful cleanathon exercises conducted throughout 2025. Vanai thanked residents and stakeholders for their cooperation and participation, noting that their collective effort has helped Madang remain clean and presentable. He extended gratitude to business houses in Madang, the Madang Urban LLG, schools, ward members, individuals and community volunteers for their continued engagement and support, including Madang Provincial Governor Ramsey Pariva for his active participation and ongoing commitment towards the initiative. The next cleanathon is scheduled to take place on the 31st of January 2026, and organizers are calling on all residents and organizations to take part. Mimi Pio, National EMTV News.
Reconstruction work has commenced on Butibam Road in Leh, with Dekanai Construction now mobilized on site to begin upgrading the road. Deputy Prime Minister and Leh MP John Rosso said the project would upgrade Butibam Road into a 2-lane concrete road. He said the road would be widened to allow space for parking and would include a proper drainage system, pedestrian footpaths for safe movement, and solar-powered streetlights to improve visibility at night. The upgrade will be carried out in phases, with the current works forming the first phase of the project. Rosso said the project has been funded by the Leh City Authority in line with his vision to ensure all neglected and deteriorated roads in the city are properly fixed to support Leh's growth as Papua New Guinea's industrial center. He said all roads in Leh would be improved over time, but not simultaneously due to funding constraints, adding that the approach would be to upgrade one road at a time until all deteriorated roads are addressed and properly rehabilitated. National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
on the go and need a quick update? Talk to Tisa Bank. No logging, no typing, just your voice.
Hey Siri, what's my balance?
Your balance is 2,578 kina.
Activate voice banking in 3 simple steps. 1. Update your Tisa Bank mobile app to the latest version. 2. Set up Siri on your iPhone if not already enabled. 3. Start voice banking with Tisa. Tisa Bank. Banking on change.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections. Communities will get faster speeds and wider coverage. And business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. Plus, everyone will benefit from onshore storage that brings browsing home. It's all part of our ongoing billion kina nationwide investment. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
At IPI Catering, we understand the intricacies of the environments in which we work, providing innovative, fresh and creative catering solutions. Our experience and commitment is a winning combination, delivering great food anywhere and anytime. IPI Catering, part of the IPI group of companies.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
A closer look, MTV's half-an-hour program that brings you real in-depth stories on Papua New Guinea's most prevalent current affairs. This platform aims to educate, inform, and discuss issues on politics, health, education, infrastructure, resources, climate change, among other stories that affect the people of Papua New Guinea. Tune in 7 p.m. Sundays only on your number one to watch, MTV.
MTV is proud to announce that we are now offering tower rental spaces on the tallest tower in NCD and Central Province. Our new 80 meters television broadcasting tower proudly boasts an improved structure durability. It is versatile and suitable for various communications and broadcasting needs. It has a high internal load capacity, supporting multiple antennas and technologies simultaneously. This is your opportunity to optimize your transmission signal for wider coverage and extended reach. For co-location information, call 7723-3484 or email engineering@mtv.com.pg. MTV, your number one to watch.
You are watching National MTV News. Now moving to overseas news. Peace talks between Russia, Ukraine and the United States have gotten underway in United Arab Emirates.
In his nightly address, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said it was too early to draw conclusions about the discussions, which will continue for a second day. In the meantime, Russia is intensifying its attacks on Ukraine's energy sector. Authorities say up to 1 million people are without power in freezing conditions. Allies, including Australia, are providing funding and equipment to support Ukraine as repair crews scramble to reconnect the grid.
The US president says he has a fleet of warships heading towards Iran in the event of military action against the country if the regime resumes a deadly crackdown on protesters.
Will Donald Trump attack Iran or won't he? That has been the big question looming here in the Middle East ever since these deadly demonstrations erupted in Iran nearly a month ago. Donald Trump had been threatening military action against Iran last week, promising protesters rallying against the Islamic regime that help was on its way. But the president then appeared to back away from launching an attack, saying that he'd received assurances Iran had called off the planned executions of more than 800 protesters that its security forces had arrested. Leaders from across the Middle East have also been in Trump's ear, including his close ally, Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who had warned that attacking Iran could lead to a broader conflict in the region. But now Donald Trump is continuing his threats of military action, sending warships to the region. A US aircraft carrier and several missile-firing destroyers are due to arrive in the Middle East in the coming days. There are also reports that the US is sending fighter jets. Donald Trump says that this large military force is on its way, just in case.
We're watching Iran. We're watching Iran. We know we have a lot of ships going that direction, just in case. We have a big flotilla going in that direction, and we'll see what happens. It's a big force. We have a big force going toward Iran. I'd rather not see anything happen, but we're watching them very closely.
There's still a lot of uncertainty about what will happen next in the Middle East. We know that Donald Trump often relies on unpredictability to keep his opponents guessing. Iran is still under a very strict internet communications blackout, making it really hard to get information on the ground. Doctors operating inside Iran have put the death toll of protesters that have been killed over the last month at 16,500 people.
Police are now expanding the search for an accused triple murderer in the New South Wales Central West, with hundreds of officers now involved in the operation.
Police have just given an update on what they're doing in regards to that search for 37-year-old Julian Ingram. And what they've said is they have expanded that search and they're looking across a broad area, around 4 to 5 hectares, around Lake Kajelico and surrounds. But they haven't given a whole lot of detail as to whereabouts they're searching. And one of the reasons they've done that is because they say that Julian Ingram knows this area really well. He's lived in the community for a number of years. He's worked there for a long time. And they haven't quite ruled out the possibility that people may be helping him evade police. So they've been working their way through his known associates. Police say they've been speaking to people who know him just to make sure that they've, not left any stone unturned as to where he might be. Now, what we do know about Julian Ingram is that the last time he was seen was on the afternoon when the shooting occurred, which was around 4 o'clock on Thursday afternoon. He was seen leaving town in a white Ford Ranger ute. That ute had council signage. It had emergency lights on the top. It had high vis on the sides, and it had a silver metal tray on the back as well. Police have also acknowledged that he may have dumped that vehicle, so they're still appealing to the public if anyone spots that car. They also aren't sure whether he's armed, so they suspect that he may have a weapon. They haven't been able to recover the weapons that allegedly have been used in the shooting, and they've sort of urged people to remain vigilant as to where he may be. They have also confirmed that he's never held a firearms licence in New South Wales. So that major search is continuing, they've said, and they're just urging people to remain alert.
The emergency service crews have found human remains at the site of a landslide in the popular New Zealand tourist destination as weather conditions worsen. Authorities say the rescue effort has now turned to recovery.
Yeah, Mel, look, this is really the news that everyone was dreading. The police today have announced that they're officially moving to a recovery stage of this operation after the discovery of human remains overnight. So rescue crews here have worked day and night now, 2 nights in a row in pretty inclement conditions over the last 12 to 24 hours in particular. As you can probably tell, the wind's really picking up. There's a lot of rain as well, and there was a small landslide at the site last night. So the local police commissioner here, he's just addressed the media with some of that new information, saying that it'll be now some days while they work through identification.
There's been a lot of bravery shown in terms of the work going on. It's been difficult conditions. Everyone's been hoping for the best, but we're now in a situation where overnight we have now found human remains, and so we're working through that phase now.
Protests have continued in the U.S. state of Minnesota amid ongoing enforcement action by immigration and customs enforcement agents.
This immigration crackdown and the opposition to it is showing no signs of slowing down. Today, a statewide strike in Minnesota saw school students stay home and businesses close as activists called for no work, no school and no shopping in protest to the ongoing detainment activity by ICE. Despite temperatures reaching negative 30 degrees, demonstrators in Minneapolis have taken to the streets once again, chanting and singing and holding signs, calling for ICE to leave the city. Some people have also been arrested. This is the third week of heightened tensions in the city of Minneapolis since January 7, when 37-year-old Renee Good was fatally shot in her car. Since then, the aggression has not abated. There are reports federal immigration officers can now enter people's homes without a warrant, and children have been detained, including a 5-year-old boy who was taken by ICE along with his father to a Texas facility. President Donald Trump says the immigration crackdown involving about 3,000 armed, masked officers is needed to deport dangerous criminals. It's a message the government has been eager to push, with headshots held up and convictions read aloud at press conferences. But the tactics have now drawn criticism from the United Nations. The human rights chief says the Trump administration must ensure it respects human rights.
We are astounded by the now routine abuse and denigration of migrants and refugees. Where is the concern for their dignity and our common humanity? The UN Human Rights Chief stated that numerous migration policies now being implemented by the US authorities are resulting in arbitrary and unlawful arrests and detentions, as well as flood removal decisions. He raised concerns that the enforcement of these policies often lacked sufficient individualized assessment.
The Vice President has also been in Minneapolis recently, trying to strike a reassuring tone and saying that he supports people's right to protest.
And that's one of the things that I want to send a message to is, yes, come out and protest me, protest our immigration policy, but do it peacefully.
The Pentagon says 1,500 additional troops are ready to be deployed if President Trump decides to implement the Insurrection Act. But he has said in recent days that that's unlikely to happen.
National EMTV News continues after the break with Trukai Sports. Stay with us.
They're gold nuggets. There's a flavor for everyone. The best tasting snack, get a burst of gold nuggets. Cheese flavor.
Mega wow.
Chicken flavor.
Mega wow.
Cheese onion flavor.
Mega wow.
Barbecue flavor. Mega wow.
When you're on the go, one more. One more.
Get that burst of gold nuggets flavor.
Mega wow.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You me holy man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
As PNG's only ISO-accredited bulk haulage operator, IPI Transport guarantees the delivery of your critical cargo. Equipped with state-of-the-art GPS tracking systems and backed by an experienced team, you can rely on IPI Transport, part of the IPI group of companies.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections. Communities will get faster speeds and wider coverage. And business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. Plus, everyone will benefit from onshore storage that brings browsing home. It's all part of our ongoing billion-kina nationwide investment. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
On the go and need a quick update? Talk to Tisa Bank. No logging, no typing, just your voice.
Hey Siri, what's my balance? Your balance is 2,578 kina.
Activate voice banking in 3 simple steps. 1. Update your Tisa Bank mobile app to the latest version. 2. Set up Siri on your iPhone if not already enabled. 3. Start voice banking with Tisa. Tisa Bank. Banking on change.
Kids Corner returns in February 2026. Get ready for an awesome lineup. From Mondays to Fridays, Kids Corner is the place to be. Packed with exciting activities, from story time to arts and craft DIY, fun field trips and school visits, trivia and Feel Good Friday, to cartoons and many more fun activities just for you. I am Anita. Come hang out with me every weekdays as we play, learn, and create together on Kids Corner. Kids Corner returns in February, so grab your friends and see you there.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. The Goilala Nines Rugby League tournament is set to kick off at the Mosby Southside Stadium with strong team numbers and growing community support.
Tournament director for the Goilala Nines, Stephen Kauva Francis, says 24 teams will take part in this year's tournament. The teams are coming from different areas, including as far as Tapini. Francis says this strong turnout shows the growing interest in rugby league in Goilala and nearby districts.
As far as Kamlo Pleso, Tapini, Waitape, Naguari, our Kaminselo, Mosby, and 5 team number of Kam now stalo in Celopom. But take part of this Goilala Nines. 24 team now, my starting game before this week.
Francis noted that local leaders, sponsors and volunteers played a key role in hosting the Nines tournament. He says support from the community and partners made preparations possible despite challenges.
Central provincial government and staff backside running 13th, so Nines is first of its kind. So we come out, place killers, so open member like Mosby South, Justin to come help him.
Francis highlighted that the Nines tournament is creating unity and giving young players a chance to show their talent. He adds that the event also promotes peace, discipline and development through sport.
Good stay away from all bad activity. Come play sports now. Come on, sportsmanship be in future.
The Goilala Nines tournament is expected to deliver exciting matches and positive outcomes for the district. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
The Goilala Nines tournament received a major boost as venue challenges eased with support from the Port Moresby South member.
Stephen Kauva Francis, tournament director for the Goilala Nines, says securing a venue has been a major challenge for hosting the tournament. However, he says support from the Port Moresby South member has brought relief, especially in providing proper venues for matches. Francis says this support allows organizers to focus on delivering a successful and well-managed tournament for teams and fans.
2 weeks now, we organize now we set running this game. Thank you, Honorable Justin, member of Mosby South. We have been finding venue and been giving green light using Mosby South Stadium. Play here in the grand final. I'm talking about play Ubet Marina. I'm a master. Thank you, thank you, Golem. As representing all Goilala community who take part in this Nines. Officials, I'm staff, I'm gear up running the tournament. Next 2 to 3 days time.
Matches will be played at the Mosby Southside Stadium in Kaugere and the grand finals will be held at the Seyu Betmari Stadium in Koni. He adds that the venues will give players better facilities and improve the overall standard of the Goilala Nines competition. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
Papua New Guinea's under-19 women's and men cricket teams remain in full training mode ahead of important trial matches.
The under-19 women's team, the Ciales, and the under-19 men's team, the Garamut, continue intensive training as they prepare for the upcoming trial matches. The trials will determine final selections into PNG under-19 national women's team and men's teams. Coaches say the players are showing strong discipline, commitment and determination during training sessions, with every athlete pushing hard to any place. The young cricketers understand the importance of trials and opportunity to represent Papua New Guinea at the international and national level. Training sessions have focused on fitness, skill development, teamwork and match awareness as players prepare for competitive trial games. Officials say the competition for selection is strong, with many players showing talent and resilience. For the athletes, wearing the PNG colours remain the ultimate goal, driving their hunger and focus on and off the pitch. The cricket fraternity now awaits the final selection and official announcement of the next generation of young stars to represent Papua New Guinea on the national and international stage. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Chicken kebab saja nak? Yum.
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
The IPI Group is PNG's most innovative, dynamic and diverse logistics company. Totally focused on delivering outstanding service. Our diversified divisions span from major warehousing, bulk fuel and road transport to large-scale commercial catering. The IPI Group of companies will be your partner, supplying tailor-made logistics solutions.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You be holy man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
Hi, it's Jaylee. Are you ready for the ultimate sports experience? From the streets of Port Moresby to the global stage, we're bringing you the best of local and international sports. Profiles on PNG's rising and legendary stars, in-depth coverage of the biggest tournaments, and all the latest sports news. It's all coming back in 2026. Mark your calendars. Thursdays at 7 p.m, returning February 2026. More action, more stories, and more sports passion. See you in February 2026. Only on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Hennau, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching Trukai Sports. For the new PNG Hunters players shifting from domestic to professional rugby, the pre-season training has been tough and challenging, preparing them to meet the standard as they learn and grow every day.
With many new players for SPPNG Hunters, Joel Gina shares his experience in the Block 2 preseason training so far as he adjusts to Hunters culture.
Coming first time it coming into Hunters hardly league because compared to Diesel Cup and they had the game down at Dem Cup was a bit slow and Hunters was fast and a lot of technique and skills involved in it. So yeah, at first couple of weeks it was hard for me, but then as the weeks goes on, me adapt though.
He says the senior Hunters players have been very helpful.
Yeah, I learned a lot from him, as well as Josh Mire. They've been around the system for quite a while, so yeah, I've talked to them and I know what ideal or something me ask him all. So yeah, all helping me. They are really helpful. Josh Mire and yeah, about the kicking and ISA footy, and short side, long side defense, and yeah, all that stuff.
As a great talent who achieved so much in his rugby league career, he says Hunters training has pushed him to work hard to achieve his goals.
My number one goal was to learn as much as I can, and number two goal is to make the final cut for 2026. And yeah, my number three goal is to find a spot in the first 17 squad. And
coming from a background where rugby has made an impact in his life, he expressed his determination to prove to himself that he deserves to wear the Hunters jersey.
Hopefully, if I'm given the chance to play, then I'll do my best and make my team proud, make my province and country proud by winning one premiership against Hunters. Yeah.
Isabella Narpal, Trukai Sport.
Morobe Province have hosted a 3-day boxing clinic in Lae, giving street kids and boxers a positive pathway forward.
A 3-day Morobe beginners boxing clinic was successfully concluded in Lae City, focusing on street kids and senior boxers. The clinic was held from February 19 to 21st at the Sir Ignatius Kilage Stadium in Lae. The program aimed to teach basic boxing skills and provide discipline, guidance and opportunity for young people. A total of 65 participants took part in the clinic.
Light sparring him.
This included 52 street kids boxers and 13 senior boxers who completed a coaching and trainer course. The training covered the basic of boxing, coach and trainer development and preparations for competitions. Participants showed strong interest, commitment and willingness to learn throughout the 3 days. Program organizer Kaukuraka Jr. thanked key supporters who helped make the clinic possible. Special acknowledgement was given to Mr. Michael Donaldson from Comlec PNG, Momasa Region Sports Director Philip Lavatu, and PNG Sports Foundation Chief Executive Officer Mr. Micah James. Following the clinic, certificates will be presented to all participants. Regular training sessions will continue in Lae City on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. Organizers have also announced a monthly Street Kids Beginners Boxing Tournament starting on February 22nd to help develop the talent and keep youths engaged in sport.
Round number 2.
Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
And that ends Trukai Sports. The Money Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Hennow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections. Communities will get faster speeds and wider coverage. And business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. Plus, everyone will benefit from onshore storage that brings browsing home. It's all part of our ongoing billion kina nationwide investment. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Returns in February 2026. This February, join us on a brand new season of Kai Time. Hi, I'm Martha. Come February, join me on a new season of Kai Time, where we continue to inspire you to make simple, budget-friendly, and tasty meals for your family. Kai Time returns on February 4, 2026, right here on your number one to watch, EMTV.
At IPI Catering, we understand the intricacies of the environments in which we work, providing innovative, fresh and creative catering solutions. Our experience and commitment is a winning combination, delivering great food anywhere and anytime. IPI Catering, part of the IPI group of companies.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You may hold him and the walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
The Money Plus weather report for the next 24 hours. In the southern region, Port Moresby and Daru mostly fine. Kerama cloudy periods with chances of rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Alotau partly cloudy with possible showers. Popondetta mostly fine. In the Momase region, Lae City mostly fine. Madang partly cloudy to cloudy skies with few rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Wewak, cloudy periods with few rain showers and thunderstorms, and Vanimo partly cloudy to cloudy skies with few rain showers and possible thunderstorms. In the NGI region, Lorengau partly cloudy with some rain showers, Kavieng partly cloudy with few showers, Kokoda and Rabaul partly cloudy with rain showers, Kimbe partly cloudy to cloudy skies with rain showers and possible thunderstorms, and Buka partly cloudy with few rain showers. And in the Highlands region, Mount Hagen City partly cloudy with possible few showers, Goroka, Barnes and Kundiawa partly cloudy with possible few showers, and Mendi, Tari and Wabeg partly cloudy with possible few showers.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Saturday the 24th of January 2026. From all of us here, pleasant viewing and good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.